The 90-day streets are always so hot, which is why you guys love being here. But listen, let's get into the nitty-gritty of today's stories. And we're going to begin this one with Thias. Now, for the people who don't know, recently we found out that Patrick has filed for divorce and also sole custody over their child. Now, 2 days after filing for divorce, Thias was then arrested for domestic battery. No information has come out in terms of who this happened to or if Patrick was involved. We just know that she was arrested 2 days after, but is now out on bail, okay, because she had to pay a bond of $3,000. Now, even though all of this madness has been happening, Thias has not been shy to continuously post on social media as if everything's a-okay. But then this happened. Shekinah decided to have her say, and now Thias is bouncing back. Let's dive into it. So as you can see here, Thias decided to repost a story here, or repost a post on her stories from Shabuti, where at the bottom, Shekinah's comment says, "She's a violent person, period. Deport her ass." And because of this, Thias says, "No surprise that we have a racist in the cast." Interesting. A bit mean girl. Don't forget, no one, and she means no one, can stand you. Not even 10 minutes. We all know that. Now, of course, for the people who may not know, just a quick reminder, last time we saw Thias and Shekinah on the same screen together, which I believe was Happily Ever After, there was definitely always tension between the two women. But to be fair, whenever Shekinah is on screen, whoever she does the tower with, she's always got tension with all the women for the most part. So that doesn't come as a surprise. But one thing that we do know is that not this week, because this week we've got one more episode of 90 Day The Single Life Terror Part 2, which will be airing tonight, and tomorrow you know you're going to get the best review you like on this channel. But we do know that next week it will be the premiere of the next season of 90 Day The Last Resort. Thias is on that with Patrick, but so is Shekinah with Sapa. So therefore, I can only imagine that this tension between these two women is obviously built up from Happily Ever After all the way to The Last Resort. And maybe this is Shekinah now coming out to say a little bit of this, that, and the other, because maybe Shekinah has witnessed some form of violence while filming with Thias. Because to be fair, no information came out to say that she was violent towards Patrick or anything. It just said domestic battery, right? Which obviously means what it means. But I do wonder if this comment comes from maybe the fact that they filmed together. Maybe she's seen something, experienced something with Thias that tells her that this woman is violent. But does it mean that she's being racist simply because she says deport her ass because she's a violent person? I'll leave that question up to you. So let me know the answer to that one. Is she racist for saying this? But here's the thing though, guys. Whilst you're answering that question, another former cast member decided to chime in and have her say. Now, I'm only assuming that this one has something to do with the Thias and Shekinah situation, because this cast member also had their run-in with Shekinah in the past. Okay? And also I have seen this person come in to try and defend and support Thias in the comment sections as well. But the meaning has come out to have her say, somebody that has stayed quite quiet since her days of 90 Day Fiance in her shambolic throuple relationship. But let's dive in and see what she's had to say. It's honestly disturbing that we live in a time where people feel comfortable being openly racist in public. Openly racist in public. I mean, listen, people being comfortable openly racist in public or behind closed doors. Yeah, I think they're both comfortable regardless. But to be honest with you, I'd rather someone be openly racist in public, so at least I know who you are, rather than do it behind my back, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's a whole other conversation. Either way, she continues by saying, especially people with large platforms who know their words influence thousands of followers. Let's be very clear, it is not okay to be publicly hateful towards immigrants on a show literally built around foreigners, different cultures, and international relationships. I ain't gonna lie to you, but she cooked with that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. She made a lot of points with that one. She told no lies. She told no lies, but as you can see, you can imagine why I know and feel that this one here is about Shekinah. But she also continued by saying, as an immigrant woman, I will always stand behind other immigrant women. The amount of sacrifice, resilience, loneliness, culture shock, and hard work it takes to leave your home country I mean, some people will leave and some people actually run away from their country. So depends on the person, right? Subjective. But anyway, and build a life somewhere else is something most people will never fully understand. Now, more than ever, people need compassion, empathy, and cultural understanding. I do agree. Especially when it comes to cultural understanding. But being compassionate does not mean staying silent when someone is being ugly, disrespectful, or degrading towards others. To be fair, I do like what she had to say, though. I don't disagree with anything that she had to say for the most part, to be honest with you. I just know that people aren't really going to give a damn because of who the messenger is. Such crazy life that we live, folks, right? Things are only powerful depending on who the messenger is. If you're the wrong messenger, then your words you say are irrelevant. It's kind of mad. That's why I'm going to be the messenger here, the middle person. And I'm going to say that I stand by exactly what she's saying, especially the key part of you are on a TV show that needs foreign people for the TV show to work. You know what I mean? But either way, though, I still do ask the question, do you believe Shekinah was being racist by simply saying that Thias is a violent person, so therefore pretty much she should be deported? Give me your thoughts on that one. But now we're going to move on to the next one. And this one here, I ain't going to lie to you folks, this one has shocked the hell out of me. Do you remember Nicole and Mahmoud? The couple that had such a rivalry on the show. It was just hard to watch. The verbal abuse, the physical, the kind of physical abuse. Well, there's an update. Update here for you guys. Funny enough, not only is it an update, it's an update from 90 Day Fiance update. Kind of thought that was funny, to be fair. The play on words, you know? Okay, whatever. Anyway, surprise update on Nicole and Mahmoud. Nicole came from a little town called Council. Is it? Anyway, nonetheless, though, let's just skip through the part here where she lived. Okay, in season 4, the other way, the couple's relationship was very turbulent. Yes, it was, and it was evident that their beliefs did not align. The couple even had a physical altercation on the streets of Egypt, and it aired on the show with a 9-year age difference, which at times seemed larger. Most fans did not think these two would make it. Nicole converted to Islam and didn't seem to take it seriously. When Mahmoud got to the USA, Nicole did not like how he was looking as a Muslim. Did not like how she was looking as a Muslim woman. I think that's meant to say that Mahmoud did not like how she was looking as a Muslim woman. Either way, though, you get the point what's going on. And Mahmoud did not like how Nicole dressed or that she had booze in her house, which of course makes sense. Now, continuing by saying Mahmoud was arrested in LA on February 20th, 2024 and charged with a misdemeanor domestic violence against his wife. His bail was set at $20,000. Nicole said he went back to Egypt. The charge was dismissed. Now, in March 2024, a fan report seeing the couple in a store in California together a month after the DV instance. Since leaving happily ever after in May 2024, remember, they didn't even finish the season. I'm pretty sure they both left that. They didn't finish the full filming, to be fair, because of madness. And I'm pretty sure they wasn't even there for the tail as well, but please correct me if I'm wrong. Since leaving, neither Nicole or Mahmoud has posted anything about their relationship online. Mahmoud has added to hashtag 90 Day Fiance Ideas reality show to his Instagram account. Now, update as of 20th of May 2026. Mahmoud has confirmed he is still in the United States, and 4 days ago also confirmed he is still with Nicole. Swipe, and we will swipe in a second. He shared a 5-year anniversary tribute to Nicole on 31st of January 2024. As of this update, they have been together for 7 years. The couple's exit from the series conceded with his arrest. However, with the duo has not disclosed their reasons for leaving the TLC franchise and has remained silent with the issue. So here's the thing. I am absolutely surprised that these two are still together. I thought this man was back in Egypt. I thought they were done and dusted. But as you can see right here, he was seen responding to Debbie. Remember Debbie who went all the way to Morocco? Yeah, that Debbie. And then also came back with a show with Ruben the Cuban. Yeah, that Debbie. Yeah. Nonetheless, though, Nicole says, tell Nicole I said hi. You're all good people. The stress of life situations is tough on people with gentle hearts. And Mahmoud responds by saying, Nicole said hello and she's wishing you all the best. Thank you so much for the wonderful comment. So there you go, folks. Somehow these two are still together. How this is possible, I have no idea. But maybe the reason why they are still together, maybe the reason why they've been able to survive being together is because they left the show. Maybe being in the show is what creates such madness within the relationship. Because to be fair, there are some couples that once they actually depart from the show in general, they do actually end up working. The relationship does go the mile. It goes the full distance. And then there's some that stay on the show and the relationship goes to complete kaput. But hey, I'm not going to sit and say that the show is a reason why people's relationship lasts and the reason why people's relationships don't last. People last because they need. People last because they're supposed to last, and people break up because they're supposed to break up. That's just the nitty and gritty. Either way, though, what I will say is that they've both done a great job by staying off social media and just keeping their life private, because that was definitely the best thing for them both. Because their relationship was getting so out of hand that it was hard for us to not report on it. And each time any one of us would report on it, we would never be able to report in a way that was cordial. We always had to report on just how disgusting their relationship was and how it was displayed because it was necessary. But either way, though, let me know your thoughts. Are you surprised? Are you surprised? But now we're going to move on to the next piece of tea. And this one is all about Kalani. Now, some of you may or may not know, but in my YouTube shorts yesterday, I did upload a video of Kalani talking about how she was suspicious that her partner, Dallas, was now cheating. Now, for people who don't know who Kalani is and you've forgotten, Kalani once upon a time was a 90-day fiance with a swallow. And people have always said over the years, the only reason why those two followed through with actually getting married is because she got pregnant pretty much when she first met a swallow. And funny enough, a swallow was her first actual sexual partner as well, and I think he may have been hers, I can't remember. Either way though, throughout their relationship there was always a lot of infidelity accusations between the two. In fact, these two were actually on the last season of The Last Resort, I believe, or the season before that anyway, funny enough, with that coming up. But with that being said, that on the 90-day diaries, she obviously was now starting to suspect that her new partner Dallas was also now doing what a swallow did to her, and that was being unloyal. It's an unloyal word. It is, isn't it? It's unloyal. Yeah. You know when you say a word, it doesn't sound legit. But let's dive into it.
I have absolutely no clue why Dallas would be hanging out at his car at 2 in the morning. A girl down the street from me? I'm trying to not be paranoid, but that's weird, right?
I mean, listen, it can be seen as weird if you know that your partner, for some reason, every single night after he finishes work, he seems to park his car down the street and he stays there for like 15, 20, 30 minutes or whatever. So I can understand why that would feel a bit off.
Is he cheating, or am I just like making it all up in my head because of everything that's happened to me in the past? I don't want to go through this kind of thing again.
I just sit in my car and kind of just go back together. I mean, because I work all day, so a few minutes to decompress.
The good thing is that she finally confronted him and asked him what the hell was going on. Rather than allowing it all to manifest in her head for her to create all these conspiracies that may or may not be real, she decided to finally ask him, hey, why are you always chilling at 2 a.m. down the street? What the hell is going on? And he's saying it's because when he finishes work, he needs time to just relax, decompress, and just, relax before going home. And I'll explain that in a minute.
I know that.
I mean, yeah, but sometimes I just kind of need a minute. You know what I mean? Around people all day at work, so sometimes I just want a couple minutes of just alone time and just listen to music.
Yeah? So you're not having sex with a girl in the vaccine?
I mean, have you seen my box?
What concert were you I trust you. But like the second I get triggered, I like view you from the perspective of my ex, where it's like, I'm gonna get over again.
First things first, I like the fact that she addressed to him that, hey, I only was having the suspicions purely because of my past relationship with my ex. I like that because she's obviously holding herself accountable for why she's reacting the way she's reacting, and also she's been very open about why she's reacting the way she's reacting, so therefore he can understand why she's being this way, so therefore the conversation can proceed in the right direction, okay, and not in the wrong one. And also she said it in a very calm demeanor as well. If she said it in a very hostile way, it wouldn't have been good, but she said it very good. So I like the way that they both handled the situation. But let's talk about this man going to work, coming back, and then sitting in his car before going inside for a good 10, 15, 20 minutes. She did say to him, why not come in the house? Because he doesn't want to wake no one up, which makes all the sense in the world. Now, I would say this as a man, I fully understand this. And this is such a thing that so many men do, and I've heard that women do it too as well. Like when they park up, they just sit in the car. That's it, boom. But it is notoriously known for men to do this before they go inside the house with the wife and the kids. They sit in the car and just. And to be fair, I ain't gonna lie to you folks, I still do it to this day, even as a single person. I won't lie to you. Sometimes I just roll up, I park my car. Actually, no, to be fair, I do it after a hike because I'm tired, or I do it after like a running because I'm tired. No, I'm lying. It's not the same thing, but I remember I used to do this before when I was in a relationship. But the only thing is that I would actually park up literally on the front drive. This man's parking around the corner. He's like, yeah, I definitely don't want him to see me. I don't want him to come outside and tell me to come inside real quick. So he's like, I'm going to park around the corner. You know what I mean? I support it. The point is this, ladies, if you ever find that your man is randomly parking outside the house and he's taking time to come in, or he's parking around the corner and you know he's around the corner, but for some reason he's not coming in the house anytime soon, okay? Don't worry. A lot of the time it's because men just need time just to, before they come in house and basically face you. You and the kids, hey? There's nothing wrong with it. I think everybody should do it, and it's very, very good for a man's mental health, to be fair with you, for the most part, especially if he hasn't got many sources of mental health tools to help him as well. So nothing to worry about. But at the same time, if you ever have any concerns, always ask the question, because it is not good to assume and then to allow things to build up in your mind. There's definitely nothing wrong with women asking them, hey, why are you doing this? And you can then have a nice peaceful conversation about it. Now, of course, if she had asked him and he was being super defensive, now that is a whole different conversation. Then you know something's wrong. Something is up. What it is then the task of finding out what it is. Not assuming, finding out what it is from the source. Okay? And if they can't open up and tell you what's really happening, then you make the choice that you have to make. Simple as that. With that being said, though, thank you so much for your lovely time as always, and I will catch you lovely folks in tomorrow's upload when it comes to the Tell All Part 2. Yes, I'm excited, and I know you are too. I don't know how I know you're excited, because you know you're going to be back here watching videos here. Yeah. Anyway, don't forget to hype the video, like the video, subscribe, and have a great day. Thank you so much for your time.